All right, any kind of legislation that would involve big tax increases like the one we've been talking about on gasoline would have to go through the legislature, would have to start there. And both the House and the Senate in Lansing are controlled by Republicans who are said to be anti-tax increase. And so I wondered what the Michigan Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey must be feeling this morning as he wakes up and sees that his former predecessor, Ken Sikkema, wants to raise the gas tax 47 cents per gallon. That gave you a little start, didn't it? So what was it like for you when you woke up to that this morning?
So I know those four guys. I know three of them pretty well, and I know John Kerry a little bit. And they've all been good public servants. But, you know, if any of them had proposed even a fraction of what they're proposing now back when they were serving, this problem wouldn't be near as big as it is. And so, you know, I just, you know, sometimes the easiest solution is not the best solution, and I don't believe making Michigan's gas tax the highest in the nation by a wide margin the best solution. First of all, that's the point. And second is it's continuing a model of using a funding model that's just not going to be sustainable into the future. So it would shrink and be less effective the day it would be implemented. So both, to me, are reasons why it's probably not the place where we want to start.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing suggestions from people that this is just one of the ways that there's sort of a long-term plan in place here on behalf of the Whitmer team, and one of them is to raise the gas tax to pay for the road repairs, and another one is to get rid of Prop A down the road and take that limitation off of government. What do you think?
Well, I think Prop A has worked marvelously for the purpose in which it was designed, and that is to inhibit the runaway increases of our property taxes. I do think because of 8 or 10 or 12 years of sustained property value decline, which was not anticipated when Prop A was put in place, resulted in some unintended consequences in Prop A. And so I think it's very reasonable to have a review of whether that happened or not, and if there's anything we should adjust on it. But we shouldn't be just jettisoning it. That's a ridiculous notion because it provides great protection for one of our most important assets, and that is homeownership. So.
Absolutely. But I'm reading you right. That you are open to discussions about it.
I think we have to understand the unintended consequences. That something that was designed to do something very good and it was really successful doing it had some other consequences as a result of unplanned things like a really long, sustained bad economy. And does that mean we have to tweak it? I don't know. But, you know, sometimes we have to do some honest retrospective reviews, Frank, of what we've done in the past, just to know what we should do in the future. So I don't say no to very many things. I say I'm skeptical about a lot of things, and this is one of them, but I don't say no to very many things.
No, and I understand that, but you know, and that's what keeps you thinking about, you know, whether you get the right position as a conservative on this. You know, is that you do question it. You do go down the road and go, is this the right stance? Is that harming us? You know, and that's the way you're supposed to balance things.
I think so. So we did in 2015. You know, we did what I think was the right thing. We first prioritized spending and made sure that by the end of next year, we'll be taking $600 million a year off the top of income tax revenue in the state and putting it directly in the roads. And after doing that, then we also did what I call a modest fee and gas tax increase. And before we do anything more in terms of fees and taxes, I think we've got to take another bite at the prioritization apple and find more funds that's in our current discretionary fund spending. Now, that's not going to be easy because everybody has their finger in the pie and they don't like their programs being affected. But we got to decide whether this is a high priority or not. And I believe it's pretty critical mass. And so that's the challenge we have in front of us, and that's the approach we're going to take in the Senate.
All right. Real quickly before I let you go, are you saying a definite no to a big gas tax increase, or we'll talk about it, just so I understand?
I will make it abundantly clear to you, sir. I am saying a definite no to a large tax increase in fuel taxes for many reasons, not the least of which it's an unsustainable model long term.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. I just wanted to be sure where you stood. There's never much doubt with Mike Shirkey. We appreciate the time. Thank you, sir.
Take care, Frank. Thank you.